represent the lullaby league, the lullaby league, the lullaby league, and in the name of the lullaby league, we wish to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
Welcome back to the Flex League, the only fantasy football league whose commissioner is actual friends with Dan Snyder. I'm Todd Schaefer, and it finally happened. Julian has fallen. They did it. They took him down. We do have a statement from the commissioner, Terry, on this huge turn of events in the league.
Yes, I just knew that Julian's reign was coming to an end. Now he has 2 losses in my league. Serves you right. You got too cocky. You thought you were going to be undefeated for the rest of the season. 1 loss is all you could afford. No. You got 2 now, boy. And as commissioner, it is my absolute pleasure to see Julian and Lisa Wilson's friends taken down yet again. As a reward for taking him down, I want to offer a spot on my on my nail salon accounting team, excuse me, to Brady's Bunch owner, Kendall freaking Caps. Congrats, Kendall. Woo!
Sweet words indeed from the commissioner. Let's see how Julian's taken the loss. Let's go to our fly on the wall, Brianna.
Thanks, Todd, and may I say, what an incredible day this is. I'm here with the worst person ever. Julian, how does it feel to suck at fantasy football?
Turns out, guys, missing your number 1 running back kind of matters in fantasy football. So, caught me in a bad week. The same that I caught Vin on a bad week for himself too. We all know who the finals is coming down to.
Julian, go fuck yourself. You finally lost, you piece of shit motherfucker. And I am so happy that it finally happened.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
I don't know why the fuck anyone here on this on this show is talking to me right now. I'll be very honest. This is all about making the playoffs and then eventually winning the
Playoffs.
I'm guaranteed a spot. I'm guaranteed a spot. None of you fuckers are. So let's talk about that instead.
Still the worst. Back to you, Todd.
And it doesn't matter, because he lost. Okay, breathe, Todd. Another big loss this week hit Jerry and the Juice Boxers, who bizarrely made the right choice leaving Jonathan Taylor's goose egg on the bench. Brianna?
That's right, Todd. I'm here with Jerry and some of the other team owners to discuss what to do with Jonathan Taylor's big name and small season.
I'm just sick and tired of thinking that Jonathan Taylor's just gonna pop off one night, like this one game.
Hey, Jerry.
Is all I really need.
One of if you watch and track fantasy therapy, I advise Jonathan Taylor owners to try to capitalize on his name value, especially with the playoffs coming up. So if you're able to recover, I suggest moving off of Jonathan Taylor and tricking one of these geniuses to take him off your hands.
And what trades would you make for Taylor, Jerry? Any offers that you're considering?
I packaged
Jonathan Taylor for Tony Pollard straight up. I think Jerry's done asking questions and he's ready to jump to conclusions.
He's got nothing to say.
Jerry, there's an ancient proverb that says, holding on to things takes more energy than just releasing your hand and letting them.
Interesting. Now it looks like we might have to keep our eyes peeled, Todd.
But more on that later, because we need to see some punishment. 5 winners, 5 losers. Let's see who's getting screwed over this time. Spin the wheel.
We'll see, Jerry. I'll keep you in mind when I'm thinking of this trade. Okay, I'll keep you in mind.
I have a better alternative for you.
Ooh, Kendall.
This is God. This is God. I lost to this motherfucker. Oh, this is God.
Okay.
And we have the week's biggest winner, Kendall Caps of Brady's Bunch. Finally able to taste some true joy out of that win column. Fingers crossed that Julian gets screwed over.
Hey, Julian's on the wheel. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's right. If it's not one of us, I'd be shocked. Come on. No!
Oh!
Fuck! Bro, god damn it!
Yes.
Fuck! It was...
Outside of me, I feel like these challenges have been soft as. So you'll be fine, Dante. Relax.
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, but I ain't no shelf. Do whatever Kendall tells me to do.
Ah, damn it! Dante getting screwed over once more? What's Dante's punishment?
And for this week's biggest winner, we got Brady's Bunch owner, Kendall Caps. And for this week's biggest loser, we got Danger Russ owner, Dante Turo. Good luck, fellas. Make it spicy.
All that and more football after some of this week's good news with AJ.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is. It's AJ here with the good news to let you know how good you have it in fantasy football. Joe Mixon, what else can we say? 55 fantasy points. If you had him in your lineup, thank you, good night, and goodbye everybody else in your league because you cashed out. Josh Allen, even though throwing 2 interceptions and losing the game, had 24 fantasy points as he used his legs to rush for 2 touchdowns. Continue to keep Josh Allen in your lineup. Obviously, the man's a beast. And Tyreek Hill, the dude might straight up win MVP. He's on pace for 2,000 yards receiving. He'd be the first one to do so in NFL history. Tyreek Hill, one of the best wide receivers in football and in fantasy. Stay tuned every week for more good news.
And we're back talking more TFL. Great stuff from the Mahomes Depot and AJ Caldwell. Of all teams in professional football, 2 teams have shown some pretty large cracks. The Bucs have not been passing the eye test, and while some other weapons have been performing well, Justin Herbert is turning into a bit of a pumpkin without Keenan Allen. First off, let's look into the mind of what a Keenan Allen owner must be going through at this point.
You want me to talk about Keenan Allen, the worst draft pick in fantasy football this year? Keenan Allen, week 1, 10 points, few catches, X amount of yards, awesome, great. Keenan Allen back to being Keenan Allen this season. This guy has been day-to-day for the last 2 months. Hamstring injury, the guy can't get rid of it. Can't shake off a hamstring injury. He returned a few weeks ago, few catches, this and that. Oh, he's back. Back to being day-to-day again. Could you imagine taking Keenan Allen with the 20th pick in your fantasy football draft and getting 2 games out of him this year? The only thing that could be worse than that is if you also drafted Jonathan Taylor with your first overall pick. But I mean, who in their right mind is stupid enough to do that? But Keenan Allen, what the fuck are we doing?
Looks like we got a new rage monster on our hands. But back to the point. What do we do with these 2 offenses, boys?
Justin Herbert. Justin Fields doesn't throw the ball. I mean, yeah, if you want a running quarterback, but again, you got to play off of defensive matchups at that point. For me, my team is not very deep, so I have to keep playing Mike Evans. But Mike Evans is averaging typically it's about 10 to 12 a game.
This is a weird trend. Like Tampa just feels sort of like they're circling the drain, even though to date Mike Evans is the wide receiver 11 in PPR leagues.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette is still an RB1 in PPR leagues. However, I think Dalton and I would agree we haven't been the most. They're performing like people where if they perform to their expectations, we don't notice them at all. And we only notice when they perform under because of the way that Tampa Bay is performing as a whole.
Solid number 2 if he's on your team, but he's my number 1 receiver, and I'm not happy.
Feel like number 1 options, in spite of the fact that they clearly are.
And Justin Herbert? What do we do with him? Is he still a must start, or is he just getting by on his name?
Keenan makes the chains go to the same degree as Austin Eckler. Without him, I think we're starting to see Justin Herbert as like a low-end QB1, QB2. Very high-value pickup, obviously. Still very talented.
Tough decisions to make going forward. Moving on to actual good news, Justin Fields is having himself a time running the defenses to a 40-point performance in Week 9. Of course, Julian has him on the back burner. Julian's, what do you do with Fields?
Away from this week, a winner. Justin Fields is projected to score 21.8 points. I don't know if anyone wants to take an offer on Jalen Hurts.
Never mind. I don't care. And of course, we have to see that motherfucker again. Let's get Julian back here for some more court-mandated therapy after the Week 9 slate of games.
Namaste, my children. Welcome back to Fantasy Corner, where I, Juju, can help you unfuck up your fantasy football season. Today, let's talk about 3 quarterbacks that you can trick your dumb idiot league mates with. If you've owned Justin Herbert, Tom Brady, or Aaron Rodgers and have trouble dropping them after the draft, I understand. The name value and ceiling of all three are all so very high. But they've been kind of shitting the bed. And the playoffs are coming. So instead of dropping them for a streamer, why not try to trade them away for some names that you can use to bolster your lineup? Use them to trade for a downgraded quarterback, and for another piece, let's say a secondary running back or wide receiver, maybe even a nice tight end that you could use. Namaste.
With another week, another bout of bad luck from the newest TFL owner. Dante Toro and Team Danger Russ would have already lost without staring down the barrel of Joe Mixon's 55-point week. Dante, that's a few bad breaks in a row.
I go up against Joe Mixon.
Dude.
Joe. All right. So what's actually like really funny about this is I'm watching the game and I'm watching him go crazy. And I'm like this is sick. I was like, wow, like that, like he's having a crazy game. It was till later in the night when I checked my phone and I saw that I went up against him. And I was like, oh yeah, that's not as cool anymore. So I lost by 66.1. And it's actually funny because if you take Joe Mixon out, he scored exactly 100. And he still beats me by double digits. Yeah, I mean...
Before it gets too depressing, I'm going to cut it off right there. Now that Julian's upset alert has been reset, Week 10 owns one exciting matchup between Jerry and Dalton. Boys, do you have anything to say to each other?
Okay lineup. I mean, going against Jerry, I'm feeling okay about the matchup, but I don't think I could stand up with anyone else.
He said it's not good against anyone else except Jerry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up a backup QB for one in free agency. So good luck to me.
Jerry, do you want Justin Fields?
I don't have anything to give you, man. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't got shit to give you.
Gonna end on that early too. Dalton's gonna wipe the floor with Jerry. I'll leave you with yet another awful punishment, courtesy of the TFL's rage monster and tragic story, Dante Toro. Once again, I'm Todd Schaefer, and we'll see you next week.
All right, Kendall, my punishment this week, 12 donuts, 5 minutes, however many I don't eat. I gotta do, he told me 5 push-ups, I'm gonna do 10 because I'm a loser here. I deserve this week, so I'll go the extra mile. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna start the timer on my watch, and let's just do this. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Do you have water to watch?
The bread and right, but this doesn't soak like that. No. This isn't like bread. This is so different. Oh my god, this is awful being for this company.
You gotta get through another one. You gotta do that one and another one. Get through it.
This is a mess.
So looking back, what would you have done differently? Get different donuts, I think, is where we start off.
Get different donuts for sure, and I don't know. Not say I'm gonna do 10 push-ups instead. All right, well, I ate 5 of them, so I gotta do All right, push-up time. All right, I gotta do 70. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's 50. That was 50. All right, I'm sweating. Let's get it over with. Fuck you, Joe Mixon.